Okay, so your USD yesterday in the morning, if you remember, it was pushing up, and then from Friday, and then we started to mirror that move from that Trump announcement on Friday. We started to mirror that move to the downside, and now if you can see, personally for me, if we go to the 1 hour, you can see this, right? So on the 1 hour, you had, okay, this was our supply level, which took out this liquidity to the left, and then we had this liquidity resting here. So market just came in with that consolidative move, right? And then boom, we started to sell from there. So for me personally, I was, I'm still cautious. I'm still waiting. I would like higher prices on the Euro USD. Well, because from last week, if you can see this, we've had this impulsive move down, right? So we've had this impulsive move down, and the longer, like the later you are in the leg of that move, the more risky it is. You want to be buying from here, right? So you want to be selling from here, right? So once we had that change of character, right, we had that break of structure to the downside. From here it becomes riskier and riskier. This is where we want to be selling from, right? So if we go here mechanically, like I would be looking to for higher prices on Euro USD, because if you look here, you see we have this equal highs, liquidity left behind. We have here, right? So we have some sweet area of liquidity that can be taken out in the future, right? And then giving us like that stronger conviction for sales, right? But for now, I would just prefer to stay out, wait for higher prices. I'm I'm not in a hurry, guys. No FOMO. Wait for higher prices, and then if we look here also, we have this descending highs, right? Bomb this here, this liquidity zone here, this liquidity zone here, this liquidity zone here, this little hiccups, right? Pullbacks, pullbacks, pullbacks. So let's wait for those to be taken out, and then we can go short on Euro USD, right? If we look at DXY, the dollar index, and also because of the dollar index, that's why I'm not very convinced in taking those shots on Euro USD, because you can see here we left these lows behind. We didn't take out that liquidity. We left them behind. All of this, right? All of this can be right. You can see it, right? You can see it right there, right? You can see it right here. We have this liquidity load behind, so I would like for us to take it out, come connect into this if we go to daily, you would see, right, connecting to this daily demand level. Let's delete this, not necessary. Connect with this daily demand level, and then we can start seeing some higher prices. But for now, you can see we've not connected with that daily demand level. So yeah, this is not essential. So I'm just waiting for that connection, and then it would give me higher conviction, a higher probability longs on the dollar. So once we make that connection and that change of character, I would be entering aggressively, not necessarily aggressive, but I would be risking. Then I'm comfortable to risk my hard end dollars on that trade. You get what I'm saying? So if we go to GBP USD, GBP USD also retraced and started to push down yesterday, but it didn't push down as much as euro dollar. And now if you see here, we have this equal highs, right? This equal highs being left behind. I would like for GBP USD to just come into this area, take out this liquidity lows, come into this strong supply zone, uh, like with the quarterly open also, and then we just find that sell from there. It would just be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But for now, I'm not looking for any short positions yet. Perhaps after we take out this liquidity low, right, we can see that retracement back into higher prices, and short-term longs can come into play. But I would just wait for hopefully price comes back here, and then we start to sell. But from here we can start selling off too. I mean, it's price, you don't know. But for me, I would prefer higher prices, and then we look for those shorts. So I'm looking for something in the sense of we take out this low, right, right, and then we start to push up and push up and push up and push up, right, and then once we get that liquidity, I will just start looking for that change of character, and then we start to sell from there. If we go to NZD what a trade this has been. This is our buy before the sell. You can see our order flow, our bearish order flow is holding right to the T. Right here we had that okay, we have break of structure up, and then we had that break of structure to the downside, swing high, swing low. We had that retracement, and then we just started to sell off from there. Now we've had that break of structure. This is our swing high. Now this is our swing low again. We retrace, we broke it again. So now we're looking to make a lower low, as this is now our lower high. So we could start. I'm interested in shorts, but I would wait for retracements, right? I'm waiting for retracements. If we look to our left, right, on NZD, you can see we have no area of liquidity here, right, that we can target. It's just that yearly open that I'm looking as my next target. So for me, it's all shorts that are in play for now, as we're in the impulsive move down. We're in the impulsive leg down. So this is, if we look at this, this is our liquidity area, right? So we have liquidity right here. So, and then we also have that quarterly open resting here. So if we take out that this liquidity and then come into this area, I would be happy to look for shorts. So let's wait and let's see what happens, how that develops. For AU, we keep making lower and lower prices, rather, right? And that's beautiful for me to see, as we've come into this liquidity low. We've grabbed that liquidity, so at some point I'm expecting that retracement, as I'm on NU. So I'm expecting that retracement, and then perhaps we could connect into this supply zone right here, into this buy before the sell, this daily buy before the sell. If you look at here, this was our liquidity, and so after taking it out, maybe we get that retracement into this area, and then we get that change of character, and we start to sell from there, as we have like this liquidity highs left behind here, also left behind. So let's see how that wants to play out, and that would be nice to see. As remember, we spoke about this yesterday and said there was no liquidity in this move down. Now we've created that liquidity. Perhaps we come into here, we grab it, and then we start to sell from there. So that would be my target for AU. For USD CHF, this is just beautiful. This was a beautiful position, right? You could have taken it yesterday if you have the risk appetite. For me, because of the week I had last week, right? I had a good week last week, and I'm just trying to preserve your capital, right? That's the first step. Preserve your capital, and then you can build on it, right? Preserving the capital is the first step. But you can see here we've had that change of character. Here we had that break of structure to the upside. So now we had the swing low, swing high. We retraced this because our swing low. Now this is our swing high. Now we came here, we took out that liquidity. Now we've connected into where? Into this daily sell before the buy, this consolidation right here. Let me delete this one. We've connected into that daily sell before the buy, and it's also the quarterly open. Just a beautiful trade. And then we came into here, we took out that liquidity. Boom, we had the change of character. You could have found that short long position, right? And just beautiful. If we look at this at its peak, I think it would have given you a 1 to, which should stop being below here. Okay, like a 1 to 1.5 or so, 1 to 1. But for me, it wasn't like, because of the dollar index, right? I was still waiting for that dollar index to take out those liquidity below, and it didn't take it out. So that's why this didn't give me that strong conviction. So let's wait, let's see what happens. But this is just a nice play overall. If you come to the 1 hour, you can see it clearly, right? So you had this ascending lows taken out. Boom, we had that change of character. This became our new demand zone, right? Let's mark it out. This became our new demand zone, and then from there, boom, you started to see that buy up. So it's just quite beautiful. Just beautiful price action overall. And then gold. What can we say, right, guys? This is just a madness. I mean, gold is on a mad thing right now, and God, I wish gold gave me some of that mad thing. But yeah, we have this sell before the buy. Just look for liquidity, guys. Just look for liquidity lows here that we marked, and then just once it once we get that retracement, perhaps into this area, just look for those buys, guys. Look for those buys. This is extremely bullish. There's nothing to say about this market at the moment. And then for USD card, guys, what can we say? It's also bullish, right? So now we've taken out this high over here, and then perhaps at some point we can expect that pullback. So that's what I'm waiting for. Basically, I'm waiting for that pullback to occur, but this is looking so bullish at the moment. So we have this sell before this buy up, right? I have this sell before this buy up, also pushing market higher. So let's see what wants to happen. But I would like to look for longs, but from maybe we take out this liquidity, come into this consolidation area, which is also an area of demand, and then from there we can start to look for those longs, right? So into this consolidation area, which we know, okay, liquidity is resting. So we take out this low here, we come into this area, and then we start to look for those longs. Okay, let's mark out our quarterly open. You can see also here we have a quarterly open right here, right, which is quite nice, right? So perhaps we come into this area, respect this demand, maybe a week of it, and then we just start to buy from there. So let's wait for and let's see what happens with the market. Okay, guys, I wish you a wonderful trading day. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day ahead. Don't be in a hurry. Sit on your hands. If there is no position, wait for, guys. We know the strategy. Market structure is supply or demand. You look for liquidity, and then you put your premium versus discount tool, and you wait for that fractal structure shift. So guys, please be patient with the market, be patient with yourself, and that's how we get paid. I wish you a wonderful day.